And then suddenly meeting, disappearing, meeting, conversation. And it's a sort of it is a wonder, but it's also nothing. It's not special or good or anything. We're talking about talking. That's really, we're talking about this unfathomable, ungraspable, untouchable, this that sort of is overwhelmingly, what the fuck? I wonder, you know? But this is not about anything then. It's just, and it's the same then, you know, it's the same. It might feel like, you know, about, oh, Frank's the one doing the talking and I'm doing the one asking the questions. That's the story again now. That's not the case. There's nothing known here. It's just it's just appearing to be questions, appearing to be responses. Let's just say that's a sort of story explanation for this. Does it cut it? Those couple of words? Does it cut the story? We could talk for hours. We could write 50 gazillion encyclopedias about just coming to here, just this, and it wouldn't touch it, like, because it would be just that then. Somehow the horrendous job of writing loads of encyclopedias and all the books and all the stories and all the imaginations and all the wonderings and belief systems and ideas of becoming and blah, 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 like a zillion. Still, the mystery then is apparently asking a question and apparently a response. It's in and as everything. And what the fuck?
Thank you.
So this is it. This is the mystery. What's appearing to happen? Voice talking, heart beating, winds outside, technical issues. Wonderfully ordinary and inexplicable, just what is. It's not, you know, something that needs to happen, something that needs to change. It's just exactly, immediately, inescapably, fully as whatever is. So as hearing, as thoughts, this is happening, lifing. It's fully alive as whatever is. And that is to say, it's everything. And without the story of the past and what the future and becoming, without all the possibilities of other than this, and without all the imaginations of what this could be, should be, would be, and without all the learned stories and learned ideas and belief systems, and without all the words, all there is just this. And And this sort of gathering or communication is a total mystery, but it kind of exposes the mystery that it is in and as everything. But normally in life, everything appears to have a purpose. So a meeting or a gathering should have a purpose. And that would be somebody that might be able to explain something to somebody else or give something to somebody else where something can be learned or gotten. And this meeting really is not that. It's I suppose it is utterly purposeless and just exactly what it appears to be. If you were to call it anything, I like to apparently call it an interlude, because it's sort of like that almost. It's a kind of a stepping out of the story of life and a sharing about this mystery, but there isn't a stepping out of anything. Everything is this mystery. And so that's the kind of disappointment and the wonder of this, that there's nothing on offer. But then nothing can be heard to be a thing as well. Nothing is a thing that is nothing. It's, in a way, it's just happening, this gathering. And it's totally and utterly really energetic, because it can be sensed that really nothing is on offer, and that there isn't really any kind of explanation or story for arriving here, or what might be gotten, or whatever can be seen to be a story and can be exposed for that. And where most of all that sense of wanting and that becoming sense can be exposed for what it is. And then when constantly presented with nothing, it can feel however it feels. But so I suppose this meeting is a kind of an opportunity to share and ask questions and say what's there to be said, because this is as everything. So seeking can be fully felt, fully alive, and fully real. And there can be questions with that. There doesn't have to be questions either. So, but whatever is there, it's a nice number here, and it's whatever is there to be asked is there to be asked. So go for it, and of course you don't have to ask anything. So let's just see what happens. And yeah, and if you haven't by chance been or seen, just click on mute and go for it. There's no, there's no right or wrong question, or there's nothing that can be said or not said. This is just whatever's there to be said can be said. And if you're not comfortable, just put a comment and I'll get to that when I get to that. They're bad enough anyway, but that's particularly bad.
What was that, Frank?
I was just straightening the picture up there.
I know.
The crookedness. I mean, anyway, yeah.
I just want to say, I hardly ever talk on these Zoom meetings because I really don't have questions, or rarely, and don't have much to say. And I'm usually entirely baffled that anybody can say anything, because it's, the whole thing is like, how can you say anything about this? So, and I get really stuck in that. And I'm just amazed when people can come in and like ask what seem like intelligent questions and have an intelligent conversation with the speakers. So I just want to put that out there. And I love that you switched the straighten your photo a little because
You're about to leave.
you're about as able as I am.
Well, I could do have been a bit more, but no one is asking a question, and no one is struggling to talk about this. It's just it's just appearing to talk about this, appearing that appears like there's apparently a meeting. That's the naming for this. And so questions appear to be asked and responses appear to happen. And that's it. But in the story, then seeking is happening, and this is a sort of an illumination or a highlighting of, or exposing that really for what it appears to be, a sort of a seeking movement for anything other than this. But it's all a mystery. It's as much, it's a mystery that apparently talking is happening. And about this, let's just say, even though it's as talking in a way, it's as this, but as everything. So then there isn't really a meeting, or it's as much going down eating some toast, or waiting for a bus, or seeking, or whatever. It's as everything, and there's no arriving. There's no arriving to this full Izzy-ness.
Yeah, well, and I don't know, for whatever reason, it's just that way here. But I've always been a little shy about speaking, so anywhere except unless I'm sitting here with a friend or something. But so it's even, I know it's just what's appearing to happen, but
yeah, it's lovely. Like in a way, it can be felt. It can be. It's hard to know. It's just this. There can be just this feeling of suddenly talking. Oh fuck! Oh, suddenly talking. Suddenly, and all the thought stories about, am I going to say this or what I'm going to say, is sort of just that, and then it's talking happening, and then it's apparently listening or whatever. It's like that. Sure, I used to sit in meetings years ago and not open my mouth. There's not a word come out of my mouth.
Okay, well, that's hard to believe, Frank. So.
I suppose it is, yeah. Maybe it is, yeah. But no, really, I couldn't. And I mean, it's a total surprise that this sort of, this meeting is happening at all. Like really, each time I kind of go, Jesus Christ, right? Okay, it's happening. Meeting, computer's going on, and then talking. So, because like you see, if there was a message or a communication or something found, it just would be so holistically totally different. Then I'd have something to say, prepared. I'd lay it out. I'd look for feedback. But it's just happening. But it's equally. This is the kind of wonder. It's the same as attending, as. The attending is the same as apparently talking. It's just, it's incomparable also, because everything is incomparable. The comparisons may appear to be made, but everything is incomparable. So it's just as everything, so it's appearing to talk and ask questions, and then whatever about, feeling a bit shy, that's this. There's not suddenly, full loads of confidence or all that. Confidence is another story, and it's an imagination also of a kind of imagination that there'd never be nerves there. It wouldn't feel like this, but of course it would. Why wouldn't it? So it might be a case of one day opening up a meeting, and if really there's nothing to say, that's edge of the edgelessness. Nothing's found. And it's totally fully alive. And it's, you could say, swallowing and eating the nerves. It's because it's fully as nerves then. There's no hiding from that. There's no one that can hide. So it's fully as that. And really then it's just it's a meeting, a sharing, and who knows what's going to be said or how it's going to unfold, whether it's going to be silence, whether it's going to be questions, or Who knows? And who knows what's going to come out of this mouth, and who knows what's going to come out of that mouth, you know? But it's the same though. Thought stories of God, I might say this, but it's nothing got to do with then the reality. It's just, but the thought stories are the reality. Everything is this. And the best you could say is it's just happening.
Well, it's totally confounding to me. So
well, it's totally confounding. It's totally confounding. It's impossible. Yeah, in every way. It's not like it's all crystal clear to me. Like I'm thinking, you know.
But words seem to come out of your mouth.
Appear to come out.
So
appear to come out.
They
Yeah.
appear to.
It seems like, but really, there's nothing actually being said. It's not like there's some sort of scripted idea or learned about what this is. That's, you know, you could say the freedom is that nothing is known. So there's nothing then trying to be explained or portrayed or held together as oh, this is wonderful. But this is, you know, suddenly all at peace and at one with the universe. That's just a story, imagination of what, you know, it's an imagination, another imagination, as opposed to, it can't be this, Frank. It can't be feeling anxious. It can't, and shy. Don't tell me it's that. It's feeling shy. It's feeling shy. Yeah.
It's feeling nervous.
That's the wonder.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'd be in a state, a perfect, holy, untouchable state. Never offended, no reaction, perfectly calm and zenned out. It would be a state other than far away, because this is fully as whatever is. Fully fucking as whatever is. So you just don't get to have it. So there might be nerves, then the nerves come and go. It might be whatever is, just as whatever is.
Yeah.
And it can't happen, thankfully.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Frank.
Hiya.
I'm probably going to regret this question, but let me ask it anyway. Okay. Do the sounds that come out of my mouth, in your mouth, in others' mouths, here's what I'm going to regret, need a body mind to do that?
So all there is what there is. And all there is apparently talking.
Ah.
So the yours and the mine and all that, it's all a story.
See, I told you I'd regret it.
But you know, it's the stunning mystery, really, in that is your voice and my voice and his, and over there and here, and non-duality and liberation and life and mine and yours and up and down and inner and outer. It's all a story. It's just lost as hearing. It's just as hearing, as voices, as sound, as thoughts, as feelings, as sensations, as whatever is. And then whatever story, but now Frank, but. So nothing needs anything. It's just all happening, appearing to happen.
Oh boy, thank you.
It's like, and it's akin to a waterfall.
Oh.
Or not, it's just whatever.
Okay, thank you.
Ooh,
All right. Thank you.
Frank,
Hiya.
hi. Here's a question. I hear a lot of speakers use the words whole and complete when they talk
Mm.
about this. Um, I don't know if I really hear that too much from you, and I'm just wondering what your take on those words is, and what they might mean or whatever. They're just words, but I'm curious what you would say.
Well, you could say it's fully what it appears to be, but a whole and complete is a whole and complete kind of is difficult if someone is really struggling and you're saying that it's whole and complete because it's heard as, oh, that's beautiful, when it's neither beautiful or shit. It's exactly what it is. So whole and complete, you can say it's whole and complete exactly as it is, exactly as it appears to be. So if it feels a certain way, then that's how it appears to be.
Okay, yeah.
You know, so that's what I would get. I mean, I like whole and complete, but it doesn't seem to come out of my mouth, because if somebody's seeking, you just, and you start saying, oh, it's whole and complete, you just, when I would have wanted to tell somebody to go and fuck right off with that. So, but it is whole and complete, but that suggests, that can suggest something that it's, you know, that makes it really good. No, a better way is that it's fully as it appears to be.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I kind of prefer the way it's spoken from you, because it does seem to give kind of a different impression.
It can do, yeah, but you see that words are a killer, because it's not that there's anything wrong with that, but words can be, you know, it can be heard as that, and it can just be annoying. But it's still it's a lovely kind of idea, whole and complete. But everything's just an idea. It's just words. Nothing is fixed as anything else. It's just as, you know, as whatever is appearing to happen.
Yeah. Well, is this is kind of related to when you talk about things being full. You use the word full a lot.
Yeah.
It seems like, I mean, that kind of seems similar to whole and complete, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose a lot. It's in a way, it's just this, what is full, but you know, even full can be heard as, you know, if it's felt to be empty and horrible, it's just it's full as that. There's no room for anything else but what is. So it's full to the brim with what is. So it's full to the brim, empty, and full to the brim with the hearing of, empty and full to the brim with the hearing of. That is to say, this. So it's inescapably fully as this now, as this. And it's full with whatever thoughts might arise, with whatever reactions to this, but whatever, you know, but it's all happening, but it can feel like, oh, I'm doing the butting, I'm doing the, hold on now, Frank, or I'm doing the, and that it would be fully as that then. So again, words are words though, and so there's always a fine line, like even nothing is objectified.
Right.
As a thing called nothing, you know, or as an idea of nothing. So it's like saying, sure, this is nothing, like it's nothing, it's nothing, it's nothing, it's nothing, it's nothing. And it's interpreted then as an idea of nothing, which is individual to however it's been interpreted. But nothing is the ungraspable, the unfathomable, the untouchable. No word gets close. Nothing, this is nothing as everything. But they're just words, and as soon as they're objectified, it's over. But then unbelievably, it's as that objectifying. It's objectifying nothing. So that would be this.
Yeah. It's like as if somehow nothing could be understood or something.
Yeah, or it's, oh, this is really horrible because it's nothing, and it's another story then about nothing. It's
Yeah.
you know, it's another imagination, or the other imagination is of liberation, and that liberation is beautiful and wonderful, as opposed to ordinary and whatever else. It's always an image of it being better, or other, or sweeter, or whatever. Always a little bit more.
Mhm.
And or a little bit less, never just exactly as it is. But
Yeah.
as it is can't be held on to. It's not like life or what is can be held as I've got what is then. You know, that there's just what is. There isn't you, a thing apart from what is. There's just what is, or what is unfolding, or what's appearing to happen. And even that, though, that you can't, it's like then when what is said, it can be imagined as this sort of thing that's happening now, you know, but it's as everything. So it's as wondering about what is it's the hearing of a voice, it's the heart beating, it's the sensations in the mouth, it's thoughts, it's everything.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, thank you. That was good.
Thank you. Don't worry. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm getting a message about somebody being annoyed about the I'm going to tell, I won't mention your name, don't worry. Somebody being annoyed that the meetings have just started on Patreon after they cancelled. It's your luck.
Like one more question, please.
Go for it.
If what is suggested here is an appearance or apparent appearance, because if it's an appearance, it has some validity. But if it's an apparent appearance, that would be like a mirage in the desert. It's empty. It's nothing. Can you speak about that, please?
Well, in essence, it is absolutely nothing. Without any kind of a story about becoming, about non-duality, about blah, 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 blah. It's absolutely nothing. And just appearing to happen. And I suppose you could say it sort of exposes how everything is that. Everything is just appearing to happen. Some things appear to have different stories than others. And so then this is apparently a meeting about a subject called non-duality, and then whatever individualized story there is about that, you know, that's appearing, that or seems to be held with that. But it's like with everything, interactions with a family, going for an apparent walk, whatever, it's all just appearing to happen, and without the story. But it's not like then it's like somebody can go, oh, I'm going to just discard the story now. It's not that either. It's just all there is what is. apparently.
Okay.
But absolutely nothing, yeah, yeah. And everything.
Thank you.
Thank you. In a way, not even in a way, this is utterly purposeless. And purposeless can be, of course, that can even be imagined to be a purpose. But it's just, though, it's not that either then. It's just what it appears to be, and a total mystery.
Hi, Frank.
Hey,
I don't know if I can get this out right. I'm glad you said it was a mystery, because sometimes when I hear things are meaningless, absolutely, or nothing, absolutely, it seems it's nothing relative to what one would say it is. So it's really nothing. But I think mystery seems more accurate. If you get the gist of what I'm saying, like the meaninglessness is relative too, because it would be relative that's trying to create the meaning.
yeah, I don't think I said meaningless.
Purposeless.
Purposeless, yeah, purposeless. I'm talking about this meeting hasn't a purpose. It's purposeless, but that's not either a purpose. It's not then an image of, oh, this is held, and for it to be purposeless. It's not that either. And so then, yeah, maybe the best was the mystery. It's sort of, without the story, this gathering sort of exposes the mystery that is in and as everything. So it's not just then, there's not just a meeting. If the meeting is irrelevant, it's everything is then mystery. But you see, mostly then everything then is, oh, it's this then, or it's that then, or it's whatever. No, it's fully as whatever is. Whatever is appearing to happen is this. So it's not going to be bound by any word or held together by an image of what nothing and everything is, or some imagination of nothing or everything or whatever. They're just words appearing to be used, and they don't touch for a moment anything. They're absolutely useless, irrelevant, and they're just words. Then it's just a song. It's just as this then. And I suppose, you know, without the story of the becoming and all that, this mystery is constantly presenting itself. But the mystery can present itself as total uncomfortableness, can appear as whatever. It's not like it's just a state then of arrival. It's just that it's always that feeling. Seeking is always about just getting to the place where there isn't this other thing going on, or where it's more fulfilled or better, whatever. It's always trying to arrive and lay a mask down in this river of life and say, this is it. I finally got it. And all that is a stick in this river. It's nothing at all. It's just a word. It's just, so then all the words just dissolve away. It's irrelevant. You could literally get the guitar out and play it badly, and that would be this. That would be this. You could sing a song, you could tell a story, you could talk about whatever, it would be this. You know, it seems like this also then as a sort of a way where it kind of cuts through the belief systems. It seems like it's not a doing, but it just seems to kind of expose all those, or expose that seeking that wants to get and have. And so then it is kind of, for a while, it can be this movement of trying to get a little something, but nothing is known. And then, it's a mystery. It is a mystery. But it's not then a thing that is a mystery either. Mystery is just as good as word as any.
Okay. I was going to ask earlier. Well, just pondering. Something, this, apparently I showed up for this. And I don't know why. I could make up a why. But it almost feels like the seeking isn't to find something, but to accept maybe clarity. Like everything's, lots of times things just seem like too much bullshit. And it's like a break from it.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Well, I mean, it's funny, like with the story of turning up, like all there is just this then, right? All there is just this sound of a voice. That's the hugeness of the story now being told. So all there is the hearing of a voice. The story almost seems to sort of ground this in a sort of a reality, but it's a top line summary story of arriving here. But it can only go back to, you know, whatever, half an hour ago, or it'll be linked with whatever story about seeking or not seeking or whatever explanation. But, you know, it's always a top line. You're not going to go back to birth, obviously, in the thinking story about arriving to this apparent meeting. And you're not going to go back to before to grandparents and the beginning of whatever. That level of story is not going to be told. It's just a certain amount of a top level story that appears, the stickiness of that appears to make this okay, noble, grounded in well, I've come to this. But it's a sort of, it can become very weak story. It can just not have its stickiness. It can be like that, where all the explanations for apparently coming here, apparently turning on the computer, apparently clicking in, apparently technical problems, blah, 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 blah. It's the stickiness and heaviness can all just zoom. And so then it's just fully as talking and hearing and question and response and the wondering and just this, just fully as it is. And then the explanation for what this fully as it is you've come to the wrong place.
Yeah, I got to get on Zoom, right? Why? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just appearing to happen. So you didn't do anything, but there was all
No.
the thought stories, it's all the wondering. Am I going to go to that? Will I go to that? Don't know. Let's see. I don't know. Clicking, but it's similar. Like probably not going to do a meeting. Probably not going to do a meeting. It's the same. Like probably not going to do a meeting this week now. Too much going on. 5 minutes later, right? Do you know what? I do a Patreon meeting. Send out an email. Right?
Yeah.
What the fuck just say that? Fucking the meeting. I'm going to be busy all day Thursday and I'm putting out a meeting. Whatever. Just bear with that. And then suddenly meeting. Disappearing meeting. Meeting. Conversation. And it's a sort of it is a wonder, but it's also nothing. It's not special or good or anything. We're talking about talking. That's really, we're talking about this unfathomable, ungraspable, untouchable, this that sort of is overwhelmingly, what the fuck? I wonder, you know? But this is not about anything then. It's just, and it's the same then, you know, it's the same. It might feel like, you know, but oh, Frank's the one doing the talking and I'm doing the one asking the questions. That's the story again now. That's not the case. There's nothing known here. It's just appearing to be questions, appearing to be responses. Let's just say that's a sort of story explanation for this. Does it cut it? Those couple of words? Does it cut the story? We could talk for hours. We could write 50 gazillion encyclopedias about just coming to here, just this, and it wouldn't touch it, like, because it would be just that then, somehow, the horrendous job of writing loads of encyclopedias and all the books and all the stories and all the imaginations and all the wonderings and belief systems and ideas of becoming and blah, 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 like a zillion. Still, the mystery then is apparently asking a question and apparently a response. It's in and as everything. And what the fuck? Ah.
Thank you.
Ah.
Frank, I'm just wondering how it went with the book sales. Did you feel like it did pretty well?
It's slow.
Oh,
It's slow on the non-duality front, let's just say. But I think I really liked the idea of a hardback. You know, I liked just that it was a hardback, but I might make it available on paperback and Kindle in time. But let's just say it's slow.
well, it seemed like there was
Yeah.
kind of a gush at the beginning or something.
There was an interest, I think, from some at the very start, yeah. And then it's sort of, I mean, yeah, it's slow. That's what I'm going to say. It's slow, yeah. Slow sales, but you know,
So, so,
yeah.
all right.
And thank you for buying it, by the way, and,
Oh,
and your,
yeah, I
and your
loved it.
feedback.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You need another holiday.
Oh, I'd love
Maybe
that.
Easter. Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give the ones you love, unknowing.
Yeah, at a discount price. They go, what? Here. Okay. Thank you very much, all. And have a lovely thingy-majiggy next rest of evening, or yeah, whatever. All right. Thanks, Emil.
Thanks, Frank.
See you later. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you. Bye-bye.